If you own or have access to hunting land, but you're not seeing the results you want, whether that's bigger bucks, better habitat, or just more deer movement, you're probably making some critical mistakes. I've been there, but with the right plan, you can turn your property into a whitetail magnet, a place where mature bucks don't just pass through, but actually live. A lot of people think managing land means just throwing down food plots and setting up a few stands, but there's way more to it than that. If you're serious about holding and harvesting big deer, you need a game plan. In this video, I'm breaking down everything you need to know to start managing your whitetail property, from habitat improvements and food sources to hunting strategy and reducing pressure. Before you improve anything, you have to know what you're working with. This is where a lot of guys screw up. They jump right into planting food plots without understanding how deer naturally use the land. Start by getting a satellite image of your land using onX, HuntStand, or Google Earth. Identify bedding areas, food sources, water, and travel corridors. Look at elevation changes. Deer love ridges, saddles, and creek bottoms for movement. Start scouting outside of hunting season to locate trails, rubs, scrapes, and bedding zones. Pay attention to where deer naturally want to be. Don't force them into areas just because it's convenient for you. Take note of the wind direction. This will be huge when we get into stand placement later. Don't just throw trail cameras up randomly. Place them in funnels, pinch points, and transition zones. Identify when and where bucks are moving so you're not just guessing. Set some cameras to video mode. This can show you exactly how deer move through an area. The goal of this step is to figure out how deer are already using your land so that every improvement you make builds on that foundation. Now that you know how deer use your property, let's talk about making it better. This is where guys either set themselves up for success or waste time and money on stuff that doesn't help. Mature bucks need security cover. If they don't feel safe, they'll bed on the neighbor's property instead. Hinge cutting is one of the best ways to create natural bedding areas. Cut trees waist high and let them fall while keeping the tree alive. This creates low, thick cover and doubles as a food source. Place bedding areas in thick spots that are downwind of major food sources. A mature buck wants to bed where he can see downwind, smell behind him, and have an easy escape route. A well-designed bedding area can hold deer year-round. Food plots are great, but natural browse is what deer eat the most. Identify native food sources like blackberries, honeysuckle, and oak trees. If you plant food plots, make sure you have a mix of seasonal food. Spring and summer should focus on clover, soybeans, and alfalfa for antler growth. Fall and winter should have brassicas, turnips, and standing corn for energy. Don't just plant in open fields. Consider small hidden kill plots and transition zones where deer already travel. These low-pressure food sources give bucks the confidence to feed during daylight. If you don't have a natural creek or pond, add small water holes near bedding areas. Keep water secluded. Deer don't like drinking in exposed areas. Check out cheap DIY waterhole setups using a rubber tub buried in the ground. A small, well-placed water source can increase daytime movement dramatically. When you combine good bedding, diverse food, and water, you create a property that holds deer 24/7. Even if you have the perfect property, you can ruin it fast if you don't hunt it smart. Hunt the wind every time. This is non-negotiable. Mature bucks will not tolerate bad wind. Set stands based on prevailing wind and avoid places where your scent blows into bedding. If the wind is wrong for your best spot, don't hunt it. Bad wind will educate bucks faster than anything else. Hunt smarter, not harder. Sneaky access is everything. If you're walking through bedding areas to get to your stand, you're done before you even start. Use creek bottoms, logging roads, and thick cover to move in and out undetected. A well-planned access route can keep your presence completely off a buck's radar and make your best stands more effective. The more you hunt a spot, the less productive it becomes. Hunt only when conditions are perfect. Don't burn out your best stands early in the season. The best property in the world means nothing if you overhunt it. Play it smart and you'll see results. The right mix of habitat, food, water, and low hunting pressure creates a property that consistently produces mature bucks. If you follow these steps, understanding your land, improving habitat, and hunting smart, your whitetail property will change drastically. It takes time, but the results are worth it. Now I want to hear from you. What's the biggest challenge on your hunting property right now? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. If you're serious about leveling up your hunting game, make sure to hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this video with a buddy who's working on his land. We're just getting started. More content is coming soon. See you next time.